Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to the newest episode of Calamity Yoyos Only Challenge. Today we're going to be jumping right into hard mode. And by hard mode, I mean a Crimson Ice Cave, which provided me with a skeleton merchant after only a few minutes. I was planning to buy an accessory from him after defending him from an ice tortoise, but no! Toxic sludge! Thankfully, karma does exist, and I managed to get an Amarok, the newest upgrade to my yo-yo collection, very soon after. Thank you, Terraria RNG, for not completely fucking me. But hey, guess what? I said that too fucking soon! Because do you know how long it took me to make a Crimson Desert and farm blood mummies to get a Dark Shard for my next upgraded yo-yo? That's right! 8 hours! With a light shard I got in seconds, I crafted the Yin-Yo, mined cobalt and palladium, and went to the jungle to get some life fruit. While I was down there, I subsequently committed a double homicide against a pair of brothers, the younger one of which was the only one to drop anything useful, funnily enough. I also crafted several new accessories that are going to help me greatly against the mech bosses, like the Power Glove, Ankh Shield, and Bloody Worm Scar. I also obtained Palladium Armor and 2 completely useless yo-yos, yay. I knew I'd need the yo-yo bag accessory before I decided to take on the mech bosses, and I'd searched for hours unsuccessfully beforehand, footage which I have cut out to spare you from that horror, and decided to purchase a very large amount of explosives to find a skeleton merchant underground. Lo and behold, after like 10, I found him, but hey, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. With my brand new accessory, I decided to take on the twins first, because they're usually the easiest boss for yo-yos. And, once again, they were, until the final phase, when, you know, the thing that's happened this entire playthrough has happened. The boss gets too fast for me to hit, and I have to struggle on last phase for way too fucking long. Anyways, with the twins defeated, we've unlocked Mithril and Orichalcum, so we're gonna roleplay as Congolese children and hopefully not die in a horrible mine accident. After taking my ore haul back to base, I made a Mithril Anvil and Orichalcum armor. I also decided to craft the battle cry and use it to make farming for the Yellets trivial. I got it so fast, I don't think it's even worth playing a clip. I figured I should probably mix things up a little bit and go for a non-mech boss now. So I decided to take on Cryogen, and that went pretty well. For all of about 3/4 of his health bar, then we once again did the thing where the boss in its last phase gets too fast for us to hit with our shitty fucking shitball on a string, and the last phase takes way too long for my liking. But we still beat him in the end, so a dub's a dub. The next boss on my hit list was Skeletron Prime, and unfortunately, while I was consumed by my battle lust, I decided to take on the Destroyer unprepared, and you already know what happened because you just saw the clip. Because being underprepared is a very bad idea, I decided to be actually prepared, and after mining a couple stacks of adamantite and titanium ore, I thought I was ready with some new shiny armor, a few extra life fruit, a defense boosting set bonus, and a little bit of cryonic ore to make a brand new yo-yo, all helped greatly in our next challenge to the Destroyer. But do you want to know what helped most of all in our battle against Destroyer? No? Any guesses? None at all? I'll tell you right now. It's the fact that when Destroyer goes into his last phase, he doesn't become too fast for our yo-yos to hit. Unlike almost every other boss in the game. Making him the easiest mech by far. Hooray! I'm not counting Skeletron Prime because he doesn't even count as a fucking boss in this run. I personally think his health pool is maybe a little bit overtuned, but considering I'm using weapons that almost don't pierce entirely, I might be a little biased, and it's probably fine. So anyways, after we're done with that, we're off to the hollowed biome to go mine some hollowed ore, which is a new thing that Calamity adds with their Hardmode ore reworks. It's pretty cool. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for hollowed armor, the best wings in the game, and, of course, angel treads, the freshest J's on the block. Now, I, being confident and cool, decide after only a bit of very basic arena preparation, it's time to take on Plantera. And I get my ass kicked. Because it was roughly 1 AM at this point, I decided to head to bed and work on the arena tomorrow. When I woke up, the Calamity devs had bestowed upon us a new update, which increased the speed of vanilla Yoyos. Finally, I am free from the shackles of this mortal coil! Insert evil laugh here. I now have to tell you about something serious briefly, but don't worry, I'll keep it real short. The reason I haven't uploaded for nearly a month is because I've been having some serious health issues and just haven't been able to make it to my computer. But I'm fine now, and I promise I'll try and keep uploading more consistently. Subscribe if you'd like to see those things that I make. And now, to the Great Southern Plant Kill. You may ask yourself why I'm still using Yellets when I've been using it for the past like 5 bosses. Question answered. It's just the best yo-yo I have access to, which is kind of sad, but true. So, I'm going to keep using it to kill Plantera, and it did pretty well with the movement speed buffs. Without them, the last phase probably would have taken like 10 minutes. It only took 2. 2 minutes and 37 seconds actually, but don't tell anyone. After you kill Plantera, a brand new ore called Perennial Ore will spawn in the Underground and Caverns biomes. I, being a Terraria player who knows how the game works, decided that it would be in my best interest to mine this new ore, which I did for a good long while. I then made bars out of it and considered crafting armor, but decided against it as it would be worse than the Holy Dodge from hollowed armor. I did make a new yo-yo, which, called the Quagmire, was pretty good, I would say. I then used it to kill dungeon enemies for an even better yo-yo called the Kraken. I don't know when I'll see you next. Life's a crazy thing. Shit happens. But I hope that until I do, you have some pretty great days. The Head Shall Die. Out.